Hey guys, it's Meezy again, and with patch 8.2 well underway, we've received some new profession updates as well as new ways to make gold. And in today's video, I'm going to show you a way to convert your extra spare parts into gold. This method does involve cooking, so you'll at least have to get that profession level caught up. And while a lot of the cooking recipes require fish to make, the method I'm going to be showing you today doesn't involve traditional fishing. So first up, the two items of interest we're going to be crafting today are the McDowell's Big Mech and the Famine Evaluator and Snack Table, or Feast for short. The former grants critical strike and requires spare parts and ionized minnow to craft. And the latter is a new feast that gives you a boost to your primary stat. And it requires viperfish, spare crates, and ionized minnow as well. And the thing about these two recipes is that they both require a lot of bind on pickup items to craft, namely the spare parts and the ionized minnow. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to farm up both very efficiently. First, I'm going to discuss how to obtain spare parts efficiently. Starting off, the most obvious and straightforward way to get them is through daily quests. But the one that I especially want to point out is called Prototypes for Profit for Horde and Prototypes for Inspiration for Alliance, because it gives you an entire spare crate upon completion and can be done alongside the other dailies. Just keep in mind that you have to have Ward mode enabled to be able to pick up this quest. And for our next method, once you're done with your daily quests, or if you don't need any additional rep, you can join a group and head to the Junkwatt Depot, which is near the southwestern corner of the island, as you can see here, and just power farm your spare parts there. This is an extremely efficient farm and is best done in a group of 5. In addition, you can pick up some special items here that you can combine and start a daily quest with, which gives you 150 rep per day, as well as a loot bag that has a chance of containing blueprints and some Mechagon resources. Next, for our third method, when you get a daily quest called One Gnome's Trash, the quest will give you this vacuum device that you can not only use to suck up the quest items, but also spare parts. So a trick you can actually do with this is to join a raid group and pretty much just stand in one place, sucking up spare parts without having to collect any of the quest items. And while this isn't a very fast way to farm up spare parts, it's an extremely easy method and is also multitask friendly. For instance, if you bind the vacuum cleaner to a hotkey, you can literally just spam that button and do something else like watching Netflix. Now for my fourth spare parts farming tip, we have the Metal Detector Blue Punch Card. This punch card can be slotted into your Mechagon trinket and increases the amount of spare parts dropped. There are 2 ways to get the Metal Detector, and both require a specific daily quest to be up. The first is called the Discs of Norganon, or Norganon, however you pronounce that. But anyway, at the end of the questline, you get to summon a rare mob called the Data Anomaly that has a chance of dropping the Metal Detector. There are 10 different rares, but only one of them will randomly spawn at a time, and it seems like you can only get these special items to drop once per day, once per boss. And although each player can only summon 1 Data Anomaly per day with their quest, you can still receive credits and rep from anomalies that are summoned by other players. So what I did was just camp out around the quest turn-in area and wait for people to summon more anomalies to farm. And in addition to this, there's another daily quest that spawns a rare elite that drops the Metal Detector as well. The quest is called Cog Frenzy's Construction Frenzy, and at the end of the quest you receive a special item that you can use to summon along with 2 other players with the same items, the rare mob called the Doppelganger, which also has a pretty good chance of dropping the Metal Detector. However, since this method requires you to find 2 other players who have completed the quest, I find it a bit more tedious than the first Data Anomaly method. Moving on to ionized minnow farming, this one is actually super straightforward and easy. And no, you don't just go to the shores of Mechagon to try to fish for it, because that's actually very inefficient. Rather, there's a questline that you should do which unlocks a way to obtain these fishes a lot quicker. First, you'll want to head to coordinates 3747 to find Daniel Anglers, who will first send you on a quest called Fishing for Something Bigger, which simply involves fishing in 3 different pools of water around Mechagon and obtaining certain quest items. And once you're done with that, the follow-up quest will be called Tidying Up, which will then not only allow you to see ionized minnow pools, but also give you another vacuum cleaner to help you suck up those fishes a lot quicker. Now for this quest, you'll first have to turn in your ionized minnow in order to complete it. However, even after you're done with the quest, you can just speak to Daniel Anglers again to get back your vacuum cleaner. And this can be repeated as many times as you want. Generally, the fastest way to farm up ionized minnow is to go and look for fishing pools around the NPC, and just sucking up a handful of pools should already give you hundreds of ionized minnow. By utilizing the farms and tips I outlined in this video, you should be able to craft feasts and big mechs rather frequently. As for the viper fish required for the feast, I simply recommend buying them from the auction house. With the Eternal Palace raid just being out, the feasts on my server are selling for up to 3,500 gold each. However, I don't recommend going too ham on crafting feasts, because some of the secondary stat food is actually better for certain specializations. Also, getting the rank 3 recipes as soon as possible will greatly help your profitability. Starting off with the Big Mech, you can get your rank 2 recipe from the trainer, and the rank 3 from a Nazatar world quest. And as for the feast, you get your rank 2 recipe from being exalted with the Rust Bolt resistance, and rank 3 drops from the Operation Mechagon Mega Dungeon. And apparently it also drops from trash within the instance. And that is it for today's video about turning your extra spare parts into gold and crafting feasts. If you found the video helpful, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and hitting that notification bell for more videos on making gold just like this one. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.